Hey guys, welcome back to Ravenly. I'm Sarah.
I'm Sophie.
And I'm Bella.
And today, it's a very special day.
OMG.
Week. It's almost Halloween.
Yeah.
And whether or not you celebrate Halloween or not, I think we can all agree to some extent that historically, some spooky things have happened before.
Just in general.
In general, but also specifically during this week.
Guys, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I know that sounds like Christmas, but for real, it's Halloween.
I agree.
Literally, oh my gosh. Okay, so you know how I work at Ross? They already have Christmas stuff up. They already have not Christmas stuff like decorations up, but like they're selling Christmas things. Anyways, yeah.
Well, you can't help that Ralph is festive.
Yeah, Ralph is really festive. Sis was like it was August and they were like, it's Halloween time. I was like, hold on. Wait a second. Halloween starts in September. But yeah, guys, everybody listening, it truly is the best time of the year. Everybody's giving out candy. People are scaring each other. You know, like apparently like, oh, there's that new Halloween movie with Adam Sandler.
Oh my God.
I didn't think it was funny, but like,
it was
go
really
off.
Bad.
It was not good. And I commented, guys, I'm sorry I'm talking so much. Girl, I'm like, I'm pumped up on yerba mate, and I wasn't on the episode last week, so I have a lot to tell you guys.
Oh my God, I love yerba.
No, I was late. Okay. I was just telling Sarah and Bella this, but to everybody watching who's not Sarah and Bella. I was late to class this morning, and it was so sweet. My mom came in and checked on me, and then she was like, I have something for you. I was like, what? Ugh. Like, I was like being like an angsty teen, like who's late to class because, you know, I was stressed. And she just handed me a yerba mate, and I was like, thank you, Mom. Yo.
That's so nice.
I'm gonna get emotional. My mother, she really popped off with that one. Because she knew how important that was to me. Because I was like shopping last night, you know, after work. Because I work at a grocery store. Sorry, anyone. I was shopping and I grabbed like 3 yerba mates, and I was like, should I? And then I told my mom, I was like, I'm so excited for these yerbs. They were like $4 each, but like, wait, how much were they? They were so expensive. Like, how do you like? I don't know. Anyways, I mean, it's less than a Starbucks coffee, so why not? But yeah, it was so important to me. Anyways, I'm so sorry I'm off topic. Let's talk about Halloween.
I have a little question.
What's up?
So as a cashier, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you?
Well, I'm not a cashier.
I thought you were a cashier.
No, I'm a bagger. To be a cashier, you have to be 18 because you're like handling money and stuff, and you're also selling like alcohol.
Okay, well, the question still applies to baggers.
Of course.
So, when someone rings up a pumpkin,
yes,
do you have to carry it? Do you put it in any bag?
Okay.
What do you do?
This is a perfect question. So I worked yesterday and the day before yesterday. People are buying pumpkins like there is no tomorrow. You know, This one woman, she bought 6 mini pumpkins, 3 for $5. So great deal.
Good deal, yeah.
Good deal, right? 6 little mini pumpkins. They were so cute. Just like, those ones are easy, right? Because you just like set them in, you know, like the, like the part of the cart where you like put the baby and its legs will hang out, like the little legs hang out.
Yeah.
That's like prime pumpkin spot. Like it's where if people aren't getting pumpkins, it's where I like put the milk that can't go in a bag, or like where the meat goes so that it doesn't get squished. Anyways, this is just bagging 101, I guess. But yeah, when people are buying pumpkins, it's like usually it's old people that I have to carry it for.
Yes.
Not like old people that are buying pumpkins, because everybody's buying pumpkins at this time, but like I have to carry it for like the older people. Usually like people will just be like, oh no, you don't have to carry it, and I'm like, I do this all the time, don't worry about it. And then I pick it up and put it in their cart. But since I can't put it in a bag, I just put it in their cart. And then sometimes like they put the pumpkins on last because like they're pretty heavy, or like they leave them in the cart, which is nice, but they put the pumpkins on the belt last. And so like I'll pack all their stuff into the cart, and then they'll be like, I have pumpkins, and I'll be like, oh my gosh. No. So then I have to like rearrange everything, which is fun because it's like a puzzle all the time. I love puzzles. You know, and so
same positive.
So
I love puzzles too.
Dude, puzzles? Okay, dude. Literally, it's like bagging is like Tetris for like days. And anyways, Oh my gosh, it was so fun. But anyways, like, yeah, like I'll have to rearrange the stuff and then put the pumpkin in there. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, really, it's fine. Like, sometimes people are like really mean to me. And like, when people are like, oh, I'm so sorry that I have to like bag my own groceries, I'm like, no, girl, like, you're so fine. You're being kind. But yeah, that's how the pumpkin bagging works, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love puzzles too. I don't do them all the time because they're very time consuming,
For sure.
but they're pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know about anybody else. I know this is not a popular opinion, but math is like the best subject because it's basically
Girl.
just solving puzzles.
No,
Yeah.
I hate math.
I love math
Okay,
so much.
here's the thing. I don't think math is the best subject, but I do understand how it's like a puzzle. You know,
Right.
there's a thing and you put you put all the pieces together.
Yeah, basically you're
I
like
don't know how to
solving
explain it.
you're like solving like that's why it's called solving. Like, you don't solve anything in English, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, oh my gosh, like when you get an answer right and it's like, yes. And then sometimes, oh my gosh, today in math, as you know, I joined late, so I had no clue what was going on. If anybody in my math class is listening, I had no clue what was going on. And I'm usually a very talkative lady in the math class. But literally, I just was like, pi over 6? And he was like, right. And I was like, huh?
Oh.
I just guessed. I was like, I mean, I don't know. Because, like, he was like, is she right? And then people were like, yes. And he was like, yes. And I was like, that's me clapping. I don't know if you can hear. Woo!
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, so why don't we actually talk about Halloween things?
True. So you like solving mysteries? Yes.
Ooh,
Or I
yes.
mean, I could call math a mystery, which I don't because I hate it. Anyway, one night I was sleeping in my bed, hanging out, and then my dog starts barking.
Ooh.
And so I wake up abruptly. And then I look over at my door, and there's like a man. But it's like, so it's this really tall dude in like a butler outfit. And he's just standing there kind of swinging side to side. And I'm like, what? And, well, my dog stops barking. I'm like, what is he barking at? This person has to be real if he started barking at this thing. And then I blink a few times and it's gone.
Oh.
And this is the second time this has happened to me in my room.
Sarah?
Alarming.
That is alarming.
It's alarming.
So,
are you sure you don't have a secret admirer?
They're just really good at hiding.
Just a butler ghost?
But I swear the butler ghost was like 7 feet tall. I don't think they could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I had a similar experience, but with a little girl.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Is this like wait. Are these real?
No, okay.
Yeah, this actually happened to me.
So here's the thing.
Oh my god.
So here's the thing. As a child, well, for 12 years, I lived in a house where I had a pretty big room because my sister and I shared a room, and then she was like, I'm cool, I'm 12, I need to move into like another, like my brother's room because my brothers had moved out at the time. This is a lot of backstory that you really don't need to know. This is just kind of like the family history of the house. So, yeah, it was a pretty big room and I was in it by myself, which some may consider a blessing, but I considered it a curse, and here's why.
Ooh.
So there were a lot of shadows and creepy things that happened in the room. Like, I don't like to admit this, but I am terrified of the dark. I think it's just a natural human fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Because I consider myself to be an intelligent person. I'm lucky to be smart. If I don't know something, it freaks me out. Which is just kind of like what has developed over time, I guess, and that's just psychological. But
interesting.
Yeah, so this room, okay, I'll just tell you about one of the times that kind of is like the Sarah's Butler story, but it's like I was sleeping, right? And I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. This has never happened to me before, and it never happened to me after this, but it was like my sleep paralysis didn't even be like, ugh, but like for real, sleep paralysis.
I'm so afraid of that.
It's terrifying. I like couldn't move. I don't know if this is a dream or not, but I like looked, like I was able to move my eyes, so I like looked down in my peripherals, I guess. And there was this girl sitting on the edge of my bed, and
No.
I was like, huh? And I tried to talk to her because I definitely know that if I just talk some sense into the ghosts, they'll just leave me alone. Because I'm a pretty
Yeah.
smooth talker. I can deal with ghosts if I can talk. But this time I could not, which was so scary. But I was like trying to talk to her, and then I started blinking, thinking that she would go away, and she wouldn't. I kept blinking and blinking and blinking,
Oh.
thinking that she would go away. And I was like, girl, you better leave. You better leave. This better be a dream, or you better leave, girl. So I was blinking, 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 blinking. And then I finally just closed my eyes, and I was like, this is not real. This is not real. And then I opened them, and she was gone. And
Oh my God.
I think, okay, can I just provide my theory? I know I'm talking a lot, but girl, I got a lot to say. Ain't that the truth? But like, I have a theory that this is because, like the scary stories books that are like
Goosebumps?
no, it's not. I was thinking Goosebumps, like R.L. Stein, but no, like those like they're called like scary stories you don't want to tell in the dark or something like that.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
Like they're like black and white
Yeah.
covers with like a red frame around them or something like that.
Yeah.
And there'd be these scary stories, and they'd have like pictures that go along with them. And these books were offered to children. I checked it out of the Carmel Valley Public Library. Shout out to those guys. They really fueled my childhood. They had ants on VHS tape, and that's all I remember from the library. But they also had these books. And so I'd read them.
Ants. Sorry, I just got it.
No, like Ants, like the movie Ants.
The movie.
Like it was a ripoff of A Bug's Life. And
Wait, you understood
I
like
know what you're talking about.
actual
the ants.
ants.
Any hoozles. So like I would read these stories, and I specifically remember a lot, and it fueled a lot of the fears of my childhood. But there was one where this girl was sitting on the edge of the bed, and it was a story called like Raspberry or something like that, because she just sat there and was like freaking this guy out, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy, and she just blew a raspberry like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of like, oh, so silly ending to the story, and that was the end. And I don't know why it was supposed to be like, oh, like see, ghosts aren't so bad, but girl, I literally that terrified me, and I think that's why my mind was like, oh my gosh, little girl sitting on the edge of my bed, and it might have been like a dream or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, there was also a story of a woman who had a spider bite her, and it ended up laying eggs in her face.
No, I cannot stand stuff like that.
Literally,
that sounds so nasty.
Terrifying.
Ew.
So gross. Anyways,
Bella, do you have any similar experiences or just experiences in general?
Any paranormal things? I don't think. Sorry. I don't know. I don't think anything like actually traumatizing in that aspect has happened to me. But I've heard of like other people's stories. This is not paranormal. This is not paranormal, but when I was like really little, I'm sorry. When I was really little, I had like imaginary friends because I didn't have any friends.
Oh no, Bella! We'll be your friends.
That's not like paranormal because it's just my imagination, and like I knew they didn't actually exist. But my grandmother used to be like, who are you talking to? And I was like, my friends. And she was
That's
like,
so sweet, Bella.
there.
That's so sweet.
I mean, it was sweet until I was like 6. And then it was not very sweet. And everybody was like, okay, this is kind of weird. She should like be getting over this. So then my parents had another kid, so that solved that problem.
Go off, I guess. Okay, queen.
But anyway, so that wasn't paranormal, but let's see. I think that might be the closest.
Whoa.
I have one from Bella.
Experience.
A paranormal
Really?
experience about Bella. Yeah. last year we went to Scream Zone. And I think we talked about this last episode. But there's haunted houses and a hayride. So we were on the hayride.
I love the hayride.
And then the person came out and jumped out at Bella. And then I went, oh my God, Bella. And then he heard her name. And then he started screaming Bella at Bella. And it was so funny to me. She was so scared.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what?
Bro,
that
was so scary. I was like, I couldn't stop. Everybody was like laughing at me and I was like screaming. And it was like embarrassing.
No, okay, so.
And like, it was bad. Sorry.
Let me just tell you something. A little anecdote about Scream Zone. So Scream Zone, for those who don't know, I do theater. I've done it since I was 6. My brother's an actor. My sister wants to go into acting. Everything is just kind of like a show for me, I guess. I don't know. The world is your stage and your audience is waiting, quoted by William Shakespeare. Anyways, so sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So everybody in the Scream Zone is basically an actor. So if you're ever scared, like, it's super fun if you're, like, in the immersive experience and you're like, oh my gosh, these people are actually, like, zombies or, like, creepy dolls or whatever they are.
Bro, their faces are scary.
They're scary.
I'm so sorry.
But here's the thing. If you're ever, like, so terrified that you're like, this can't be real, they're actors. So this is what I do. Just like I like to reason with ghosts, I reason with these actors. I'm like, what's your favorite food? And they're like, blood.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
They're like,
you're
blood.
That person.
What?
You're that person. Those people I think are the funniest people ever. Because it's like, I don't know. Like, you're talking to them like people, but they're acting like zombies.
But like, it's so fun because it's like, they'll like, other people will be traumatizing other people and like, that's fun, whatever, they can do whatever they want. But then if they're scaring me and I'm like, I need to make sure that this is not real in my own mind, because it's all a mind play, whatever, I'll be like, so like, what's up, like, are you an actor? And eventually I'll start talking to them as real people, which could be a buzzkill, so don't do it too much. But if they're really creeping you out, that's what I do, especially on the hayride, because that's a little bit more like stretched out on like long term. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know why this is like so specific to the hayride, but it's like the hayride is like people are following you around with like machetes and it's kind of scary, but they can't touch you. That's the one thing that
it's so cool.
They can't touch you, so you'll always be like, you can't touch me, and then the haunted house is a different story. It is so like, because it's so like short term and it's like, scare you, and I'm like, oh, so scary. But then sometimes they'll follow you around where you can be like, you can't touch me, and then run away. Oh my gosh, so fun.
I remember like last year when I went with Bella once again. I'm kind of bad at haunted houses just because like my head is so far in the clouds at all time that it's like I'm not even there. But then when I do get caught off guard by something, my legs stop working.
No.
And I just fall to the ground. And then like I think no one else in the group wanted to go. It was a Pennywise themed one, and so I just went.
I went to that
and
one
then
last year.
They came out of nowhere, and my legs just stopped working, and I fell. And this happened the other day too. Like, my friend was coming over, and I was just like, "Okay, come in when you're here." And my music was up really loud. I was listening to some Doja Cat, and she just came up behind me and said hi, and then I just fell to the ground, and I had to sit there for a few minutes. But I feel like that's not a good survival tactic.
No.
Oh my gosh, I saw this video of a dog who like his legs stop working.
The one that falls asleep?
No, his legs stop working when he's so excited. So he like start
getting
he has narcolepsy.
Have you guys
does he fall asleep? I thought his legs just got
asleep.
paralyzed and he'll start running and like
when
jumping,
he gets excited,
and then
he falls asleep.
I can't.
Have you guys seen those like baby goats?
Oh,
that when they get excited or scared, they just fall over.
That's me.
Yeah, Sarah.
Miss Like used to show us that all the time. It was so cute.
I love animals that just have a little something wrong with them. Like my dog, she she's just a little stupid, and I just love her. But here's the thing, she's like smart in the way she's like, she knows how to get what she wants because she's just so sweet. She's like 10 pounds and like crazy. I love her so much. Okay, this is really off topic, but I love my dog. Just like animals that have like a little something like different about them makes me so happy.
Yeah. My dog, his little tiny legs point outwards. Like, he's bow-legged. He's just so cute.
Okay. I have another paranormal story if y'all are willing to hear.
Yeah.
So, okay. I used to play Ouija board, which is like not good.
That's so scary. I'm so sorry.
Don't mess with people. Like, my friend and I would like take a piece of paper and draw a Ouija board because we were like, we don't want to buy one, and then we'd like take like a
shady.
It was kind of shady, but whatevs. Like, we figured it out. We made our way through it. We played Ouija board a lot. And so sometimes we would kind of abuse our power because I was in middle school. Like, of course, I was like in 7th grade, 8th grade. I don't know. I was in 7th grade and I'd be like, oh, who likes me? And then the ghost would spell out a name and I'd be like, no way. And then it ended up being true. Okay, let's not talk about it.
What?
So, I might have just, or I'd be like, will this person ever like me? And they'd be like, no. And then it ended up like, anyways. So, that's off topic. Don't abuse your power. If like ghosts are like all knowing, don't do that. Because then they could get pissed at you. But this ghost was nice. She was sweet. Like she was cool. I definitely think that like Ouija boards are like definitely like your own, kind of like subconscious moving it so that like it has like a certain answer, which I think is kind of funky and like weird that like the unexpected happens when your subconscious knows it. I don't know, but yeah, so there was one time where I was in my sister's room and me, her, and her friend were playing Ouija board. And we found a ghost, and they were like, get out. And we were like, huh? They were like, you should leave right now. And the good news was we were moving in like a few months. So we were like, okay, we'll deal with that later. We're getting to that. We're taking your advice. And so like they were like, get out. And then they spelled out this like demon's name called like Zozo. And we looked it up and it's like Satan. I was like, huh?
Bro, what?
Yeah. And it wasn't them.
That's
they were
crazy.
like warning me against it. And I was like, is it attached to like me or is it attached to like the house? Because they said it was in my room.
Oh my god.
You know, like my bigger
kidding
room.
me?
Yeah. It was like too specific
That's
to
so
not be
scary.
like the
Yeah, like who knows another word for Satan? It was just like
it
spell
was
it
just
out,
like messing with me. I don't know. It could have been my sister's friend because she likes to mess with me a lot. But I don't think it was. I think it was like for real. Because here's the thing. Okay. I was like, is it attached to like me? Is it like following me or is it like following the house? Is it like stuck in this house? They were like house. I was like, okay, great. So like when I move, it'll be gone. So I had a lot of like, even before this, I had a lot of like nightmares. Just because I don't know, maybe it was the demon in my room. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely was like very stressed whenever I'd go to sleep. I was never able to fall asleep. And it started getting worse now that I knew that there was a demon in my room. I would like sleep in my sister's bed. I was like so scared of it because, 13-year-old me was like believing all this. And so one night I had a dream. I don't even know if it was a dream. I woke up and I looked over to my left on the wall, and this was like a blank wall. It didn't have any posters on it because we were about to move. And I saw like a hand pressing like against the wall from the other side.
Oh no.
For real. And I was like, no. I was like, not gonna happen. I rolled over back to the demon, which is not a good idea, but also looking at the demon, also not good. So I was kind of between a rock and a hard place, but like whatever. I turned over and I just kind of ducked under the covers, went to sleep. And then the minute we moved into where I am now, of course, I stopped. I started to fall asleep a lot easier. I stopped having like these weird like nightmares, and I kid you not, a weight was lifted off of my shoulders, and I didn't have because this is okay. I moved into a place that where nobody had ever lived before because it was like new. I live in Avino. For those of you who don't know, it's right by CCA. They just built it like a couple years ago, and so we were some of the first residents here. And so I was like, I felt so much safer because I knew that Zozo wasn't freaking following me around. And that's probably the scariest thing that's ever come from a Ouija board. So I think oblivion is key. Sorry, that was a long story.
Bro, listen, I don't know about you, but I think these things are real. Like, I think these things actually exist. And I know that like I get it how people can believe that it's just kind of your brain working.
Right.
But I don't know, like some things are just a little too weird. And luckily I've never had to experience anything because like I've never even tried to mess with any
good.
like board or anything because like I kid you not, like when I was in middle school as well, my friends and I used to obviously talk about it. I feel like that's when you start discovering things, you know? And so we'd be like, "Oh my gosh, what is this about? Like let's figure this out, you know?" And so I used to tell my mom and my dad everything, and I would be like, "Oh yeah, so we were talking about like Ouija boards and like blah blah blah." Because you know, you walk into your house and they're like, "How was your day?" And you're like, "Okay, so this is what happened." So anyway, I'd like tell them all of those things. And like, guys, I'm serious. My mom and my dad both looked at me with like they were both so terrified and they were like, "Bella, do not do it." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like they scared me. Bro, they scared me. And I was like, why not? Like I want to know what this is about, blah blah blah. And like they got like my dad got angry and he was like, "Bella, I'm serious. Like I'm not joking. Don't do it." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like
That's
geez,
scary,
like
geez.
yeah, like oh, you're terrifying me.
So
And then
scary.
they were just like yeah, they were just like they had both tried it like played with Ouija boards before and they were just like it's like terrifying and traumatizing and it's something that you'll never forget. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, all right,
Yeah.
I won't do it." But
Good for
then
your
after
parents,
like
for
a few
real.
years, I know, right? But I was so scared. But anyway, I was like, "Okay, well that's terrifying." And then after a few years, I was like, "All right, I want to know what you were talking about. Like, why were you so scared?" So my dad never told me what it was. But he was like he was not okay, he wasn't angry, but he was like very um serious about it
Right.
and very like I'm gonna get so upset if you do anything like that. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So he never told me what it was. So it must have been really bad, you know?
Right.
But my mom told me that she was like with her friends and they were teenagers and they went to this girl's house and she had a board and so they were like, "Oh, let's play, blah blah." So then they were like asking just random stupid questions or something and then the spirit or ghost or whatever that those things are was like, "All right, so I want oh no, some like girl asked the spirit like, how do we know you're real? Like, prove to us, or something like that." And then the spirit ghost extra thing, whatever, was like, um, it like didn't reply or something, and then all the lights went out, like, for the whole block.
No.
The whole
Yeah, like,
block?
the whole block, the lights were out. And so they were terrified, like screaming,
No.
and they like run out of the house. And my mom, bro, she got up and left and ran home. And then when she ran home, that's when she like saw the whole block. Cause like that was the only block that didn't have any like electricity.
Stop.
And yeah, and so she was like, "Oh heck no, like F this, I'm going home." So then she ran home and then but like she had light and electricity at her house. And then I don't know what happened with the other place, but
No way.
then she was like, "I'm never doing that again." So
Yeah.
that's why they were like, "Don't do that." So I don't know.
So
Like
scary.
those are some crazy things. And then I don't know. I'm just like not willing to after hearing those
Yeah.
stories, I'm not willing to try it out, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely really
Like, I think it's real.
yeah, okay. So I don't know about you guys, but I definitely think that ghosts and like spirits are real because it's like I'm a very scientific person. I want to go into science. But we are like living and like we have like a brain, and I know it's like all neurotransmitters and receptions and whatever, and it's all like nature and whatever. I don't know. I don't want to like disrespect any religions or anything, but like that's what I think it is, because it's proven by science and all that. But dude, how can you? Okay, we can't just go away. Like the personality that we've created can't just go away. So I think that there's gotta be some kind of like extra no, I don't even know, like some like different dimension that's like still here where it's like ghosts are just there. You know what I'm saying? Like if it doesn't exist, then like I guess I could believe that. But also it's like there's just so much that like we don't know that it has to like there has to be like some kind of plane where like spirits are, you know? So it's like I totally believe in ghosts. Because it's like there are so many unexplainable things that happen. Sure, like maybe wind did something, or maybe like the lights just went out, but like I don't see that like happening just by coincidence, you know?
The thing is, like, they might not be ghosts. It might be like something else, but that's the best that we can like describe them, you know, to our ability.
And it's like I don't know. Sorry.
Sarah, what do you think?
It's just hard to imagine so much life and like so much complex thinking that it just like stops.
Right.
I don't know. It just, I mean, I don't think it's possible to find out what happens to us after we die.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing. I know this is very it's okay, death is scary to think about. Like I had a dream that I died in a school shooting. I don't want to
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Which was kind of traumatizing.
Yeah.
But
scary.
I was like dead, and I just didn't, because usually, you know, like in your dreams when you die you wake up, but this didn't happen this time.
Yeah.
And so I was like dead, and like I was still like conscious, but like my heart rate wasn't there, my like brain waves weren't there. I was still like conscious and like thinking and feeling and whatever, and they buried me alive, which was terrifying. But I don't know, I feel like it was so difficult for me to wrap my head around that I woke up like crying, because I was like I can't even like explain what's gonna happen when I die, you know? Because it's like you don't know. That's the one thing that or not the one thing, but like one of the many pondered questions of all time, you know, like what's gonna happen when we die. And it's like entire religions are based off of it and whatever. And so it's like just kind of thinking about ghosts kind of like makes it like feel like more tangible. And so I definitely think that like that's kind of what has to do with like ghosts and whatever, and like people, like dead people still kind of being around. But yeah, I don't know, I think that's why I believe in ghosts, because it's like comforting. But
yeah, well, this started off very lighthearted, talking about pumpkins.
I'm sorry.
And now we're talking about being buried alive. That's a really like crazy dream, though.
It was so crazy. Like just I like was so shook up about it that I was like I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I was like I haven't gone to college yet. Anyways.
Next, I think, okay, tell me if this is a good idea. We should talk about dreams in an episode.
Yeah. Literally.
You guys should look forward to hearing about us talking about dreams, because I definitely have a lot to say.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear about. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear about your guys' dreams. Like, that's like my favorite thing to know about.
Start writing them down.
Oh my gosh, we should log our dreams for the next week.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
I love making plans on the fly.
Well, catch us on the flippity flop. I hope you guys have a very spooky weekend,
Ooh.
but in a good way. Hopefully we don't see any butlers.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, if you do, he didn't seem like a mean guy or anything. He was just hanging out.
Good for him.
We were kind of vibing.
Aww.
So
Wait, that's so sweet.
don't worry about that. Yeah. If I hear any more from him, I'll let you guys know immediately. You can catch us on our Instagram, CCA Ravenly, our website. All of it will be linked down below on whatever platform you're listening to this on. And be kind.
Sign up for Wellness Day.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wellness Day's coming up.
Oh, also, What's Up Podcast, Tuesdays at 4.
Yeah.
Unwin and Pollock, the up of What's Up, they have a podcast that deals with politics and economy and whatever. It's super fun.
And what's up?
It's election. Oh my gosh, wait, they're gonna have a podcast on election day. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you guys should check out
That's
that.
gonna be
so
a
good.
special episode.
Yes.
Yes.
So try not to stress yourself out too much, especially with the election coming up. Good luck on all your finals.
You guys are gonna do amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Yes.
fun, you guys.
And I hope if you celebrate Halloween that it's an amazing one, because it's on a Saturday, right?
Ooh.
And it's gonna
Yes.
be a
Guys,
full moon.
Everybody wear a mask if you're gonna go out with friends. We
Yes.
recommend
Yes.
that you stay in a small group. Make sure that everybody is like contact tracing. Because here's the thing. I know we're all stressed and we want to go back to school. You want to know how you can do that? Be safe about the coronavirus. And I think it's important for you guys to stay masked up and stay safe, and also like make sure nobody kidnaps you.
Kids nap.
Kidnaps. There are so many cute Halloween costumes that like include masks. You know what I'm saying? Like at Ralph's, we sell like just like a cute little like devil costume, and it has like a mask. Oh my gosh, so cute!
That's
it's
cute.
so cute. It's for little kids, but like you can figure it out.
I mean, either way.
I'm gonna be a surgeon, which means I'm gonna have to wear a mask. Because I was like, ooh, big brain.
Ooh.
Yeah, my costume's coming today. I'm so excited. Got it off of Amazon. It's like real scrubs that like surgeons wear. Anyways.
Oh my god. I'm being
Wow.
Janice from the Muppets, the hippie one who plays the guitar.
Oh my, Sarah. Literally, when I met you, and I realized like how like cool and like hippie and vibey you are.
Oh,
that's literally
that's
who I thought you looked like.
Seriously, that is the best compliment I've ever received.
For real, really, literally, it's so true. Like, oh my gosh,
I love her
because she's blonde and she's kind of like hippie-y and like just kind
yeah, she got like big
like she's
lips.
cool. Yeah, literally. Oh my god.
So I need to make sure I have a really good outfit, and I'm still planning.
Oh my
that,
gosh,
so.
Sarah, that's such a perfect costume for you.
Bella, are you dressing up?
I wasn't planning to, but now I feel like I should. What should I
Okay,
do?
Bella, let's brainstorm really quick.
You could be Iron Man. Because there's a mask.
Okay.
Or you can.
Sorry, that was the
I
first
can
thing.
pretend I work at Ralph.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can lend you my
could be
apron.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay. We'll see you guys next
Bye.
week.
All right, bye, guys.